Well, Serena Joy comes to mind, Serena Waterford, just to see where she's ended up, if she ended up with her child or not.
I felt exhausted for you watching this film, all of you.
You did.
I really did. I was wondering if you could recruit any of the characters you've played before to help you fight in this, which of those characters would you choose?
Oh man. Well, I mean, you can't really go past Sarah Walker from Chuck. I think. I mean, come on, she's got a lot of assets that are useful for this film.
But maybe a sequel with her, you never know.
You never know.
30 years in the future, we are fighting a war. Our enemy is not human, and we are losing. We need you to fight.
I will be back. I love you, chick.
We all kind of change as time moves on. If you could go back in time and meet up with a version of yourself, which time period would that be from?
Oh, meet up with myself. I mean, oh, that's a really interesting question. I feel like maybe when I was really young, like the times that you don't really remember, like when you're 2 or 3, and just kind of see how you're born without all the junk that then comes into life later on.
And just whisper, it's all going to be okay. You did good.
Right. Yeah, don't we all need to hear it?
This film flicks between the future. If you could see any of the characters you've played before in the future, who would you most be interested to see and see how they're doing?
Oh, any of the characters that I've played in my life. Well, Serena Joy comes to mind, Serena Waterford, just to see where she's ended up, if she ended up with her child or not, and if she's changed any of her ways. I think it'll be really interesting.
Mr. Tuello?
Take the child, please.
What's going on?
I mean, where do you think she would be?
She's either going to be like super alone, just with nobody and no children around her, or she's somehow managed to kind of revive herself as like either like a political leader of some kind, or running for office, or and have a voice and a following, which we've seen her have.
I can definitely see that. This film is also such an emotional story about family. How much more emotional was it for you to film as a mother?
I'm not sure if that really kind of came into play. For me as a mom, it was more when I interacted with Chris, and that I could see what he was going through as a character, and it really pulled at my heartstrings a lot, and watching that kind of dynamic and how it plays out in the rest of the film.
And obviously in this, the aliens aren't actually there. I mean, I salute you if they are. But what are you seeing instead? Like, are people making weird noises? What's going on?
Well, we kind of do 3 different takes. We do a take with nothing at all, which is the most weird, because you're just kind of, pretending to thin air, and then there, there's a stunt guy with the gray unitard kind of
Great impression.
Right, and then there's a prosthetic kind of half alien, like a head, and guys behind it kind of operating it, which is probably the most useful. But I have to say, I really enjoyed doing the version to thin air, because it just kind of gives you the freedom in a lot of ways, even though you feel like a mega mega idiot kind of. It
must be weird. Well, thank you so much for talking to me, and huge congrats on the film.
Thank you.